Hey, welcome back to my channel. One of my favorite parts about spring is the garden. This time of the year, during this season, there is a lot of work to be done in the garden to ensure that we have lots of goodness to enjoy in the late spring months and the summer months and early into the fall. So today I want to share with you a little bit about where I'm at in my gardening journey and then what I eat in a day, as I'm trying to focus on just really nourishing my body and taking care of myself and my family and enjoying the food we grow, but also being creative in implementing what we grow, what we purchase from the stores to make meals and snacks. So I'm going to be sharing that today, a few different recipes that I've been enjoying, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Having a greenhouse has been great because I can get started on the garden a little early before the last frost date. Of course, now we are past the last frost date here in Tennessee, but I got my starters going a little earlier, as you may have seen in previous videos that I posted here on my channel. They are looking great, and it's time for them to be transplanted into their final destination. So here I have some lettuces. I planted a variety of lettuces to eventually transplant into our vertical garden, our GreenStalk garden. I've had a lot of success with lettuces in the GreenStalk garden, and they're cut and come again. So they grow really beautifully. You can cut them, come back a few days later, and just continue to harvest beautiful lettuces. And I have a variety. I have butter lettuce, I have green lettuce, red lettuce, spinach, arugula, all things that we can use in our foods during the spring and summer months and into the fall as well. So I love to have lots of lettuces on hand, and then I had a few sunflowers that I want to plant in my front garden there on my porch. The GreenStalk garden is a great option too if you're just getting started with gardening and you want something on your front porch. You just water on the top and then it drips throughout and really just keeps everything nicely hydrated and watered. And it's a great option for like strawberries, but I especially love it for lettuces. Less bug pressure and just better success with lettuces. I also love to plant flowers this time of the year. I have a pollinator wildflower garden, and then I have the front porch garden, and I love that for attracting pollinators, hummingbirds, bees, birds, and that really helps the garden overall. Here I have a magazine from Eden Roses where you can pick out a bunch of different varieties of roses, and I absolutely love them. You can order them, they come to your door, and you can plant them very easily. I had so many of them planted in my California garden, and I definitely wanted to make sure I had some here in Tennessee. I planted 2 last year that just started to bloom this year, and then I ordered 3 more this year. They usually give me a code to share during Mother's Day, so that's usually when I stock up as well. And look at how beautiful they were in California. They're cut and come again as well. They are climbing roses, so beautiful to plant along fence lines or posts. I put one on either side of the greenhouse. I have my sunflowers in my above ground Vigo garden beds. I absolutely love those corrugated beds. And then I'm watering my pollinator garden on the side of the greenhouse. So this is going to look really, really beautiful and attract a lot of pollinators. So I'm so excited about it. I look forward to getting past the cold winter because my routine shifts to just really going out first thing in the morning and watering all of my plants and collecting the chicken eggs. We do enjoy a lot of eggs around here, so this morning I'm going to make an omelet. My husband is a chef. He taught me a little trick to put some milk with the eggs. Really acts as like a lubricant and just sort of softens the eggs, makes for a fantastic omelet. I love mushrooms. And then of course, one of the reasons I want to grow spinach is to enjoy it in omelets, but also salads. So a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of butter, get that nice and softened. And then I'm going to take that out. In that same nonstick pan, I'm going to go ahead and put the eggs and just let the bottom set. And then I go ahead and put that in the oven. Another little tip my husband taught me. So after I put the veggies and some feta cheese in there, super, super yummy. Of course, you can customize an omelet however you prefer to enjoy it. But this just really makes sure the top gets cooked properly. And then I'm just going to fold that over really easy, add some fruit, trying to really make sure I'm getting enough protein, but enough fiber as well. That is very, very important.
Blueberry? No?
One of the ways that I ensure that I am nourishing my body properly is by using this app called Nourish. I discovered it over a year ago, and they have been a sponsor of my channel. This is the easiest way to find and speak to a registered dietitian and have it covered by your insurance. Speaking super easily over Zoom, meeting vetted, registered dietitians anywhere, anytime. And they offer a personalized nutrition therapy to improve health through sustainable evidence-based behavior change. Nourish dietitians, they specialize in a variety of health conditions and concerns: weight management, eating disorders, gut health, women's health, sports nutrition, and it accepts hundreds of insurance plans in all 50 states. When it comes to ensuring that I'm getting enough protein and fiber, which is what my dietitian suggested, I really focus on fiber and whole grains. You can literally type out what you ate. It will track your macros for you. You could take a picture of what your snacks or what you ate, and it'll help you there too. You can plan and schedule a meeting with your registered dietitian. There's lots of articles and information about different diet needs. There are different recipes you can check out. And with all of the different fads on social media, I think it's really important to have a reliable accountability when it comes to nourishing our body. So you can check out Nourish using my link and book your first appointment in under 5 minutes. So you can check that out in the description box. And then I am setting up to create my next meal for the day, which is my lunch. And I'm going to do this really yummy roasted veggie hummus wrap. I'm just using what I have right now, but you could use zucchini. I love bell peppers, and I'm going to do tomatoes and some onion. I didn't have any more red onion, but typically I like red onion, and just drizzling with a little olive oil, putting this under the broiler until it has a little bit of color, some salt and pepper. And then my husband has been on a hummus kick. If you follow him on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, he's everywhere. But he's been making a lot of hummus, and we have just been really enjoying that. So I wanted to do this roasted veggie wrap. I'm gonna get my tortilla nice and warm, and then I'm also gonna use the lettuce from the garden as well. So just being creative with what we're growing and also what we have in our refrigerator. And I love this as a snack or a meal. It's really, really, really delicious. So, and it's really easy to pull together, like a pretty quick lunch or snack. My registered dietitian definitely made me realize it's important to focus on getting all of the food groups and getting that fiber, but making sure I get those servings of fruit and veggies. So really adding, the fruit with my breakfast and getting that fiber with lots of veggies. I love to have something like this as a snack or a meal.
I'm eating our grilled veggies. No? Here. I know, you might like this.
I also love enjoying my meals outside with my animals, and I will often share with them as well. Today, I'm also having a sweet potato, and again, trying to really get that fiber in. I love sweet potatoes, but I'm also going to add some black beans. I went ahead and just put a little salt and pepper in the black beans, and then some avocado. And if you want to whip up like a really nice salsa, I think you could put that on top of there too. I kept it pretty minimal today. But being creative with getting those servings in and having the app help me track my macros. I don't do it all the time, but I go through phases just to kind of get an idea of what it looks like to include enough fiber, enough protein, and enough of those servings into my diet. And that's something that's been really helpful. As a very active family, it is very important to be fueling our bodies for the healthiest, best versions of ourselves so that we can show up strong, powerful, resilient, and really just enjoy life to the fullest. So enjoying food, not only just growing it, but using beautiful foods to nourish our body is such a gift. We typically go to the gym as a family to train mixed martial arts. We leave every day at around 4 o'clock and we train from 5 to 7. So, one of my favorite snacks before we leave is peanut butter on rice cake with honey. I feel like it's just a really good before you work out or like an hour before you work out snack. The honey and the rice cakes is just like nice carbohydrates and gives you a little boost of energy. So, I like that as well. I also put some banana on there. So, that is one of my favorite snacks. And just an example of how you can make a snack, snap a quick picture of it, and then the app will help you track your macros. So if you kind of want to get perspective on where you're at. So I wanted to share what I eat in a day, a little update on my garden. A lot more garden updates coming soon as the garden is just going crazy. So keep an eye out for new content, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. I hope you have a great day. Bye.